The art of letting go.
The art of letting go.
Fundamental life principles.
Fundamental life principles.
People often
ask a quiet question they barely dare to voice. How do I let go of someone I love? Or, how do I stop being overwhelmed by things I can't control? Letting go is not a switch you flip. It is a transformation, the reshaping of the relationship you have with your own dependency. Emotional detachment is not coldness. It is not numbness. It is the reclaiming of your inner ground, the part of you that belongs only to you. To understand that, we have to explore a few fundamental life principles. 1. What are you actually attached to? Most people think they're attached to a person. But in truth, they're attached to an idea. A symbol, a story, an image they built inside themselves. You're rarely grieving the person as they are. You're grieving what they represented. Comfort, safety, meaning, validation, hope. Your emotions don't always point to reality. They often point to your interpretation of reality. They respond to symbols more than facts. This is why heartbreak feels like a collapse. Because a piece of your internal structure was leaning on someone else. In Jungian terms, we project unlived potential, unmet needs, and hidden parts of ourselves onto others. Then we fall in love with the projection, believing it is them. But it's ourselves reflected back at us. That isn't love. That is spiritual dependency disguised as intimacy. You weren't attached to their presence. You were attached to what their presence meant. So when you say, "I can't let go," the real question is, what part of myself did I place into their hands? Only when you answer that honestly does true detachment begin. 2. The real source of pain: losing your own reflection. When someone leaves your life, it feels like losing a piece of yourself. Not because they were that piece, but because you placed it in them. Heartbreak isn't only grief. It's identity fragmentation. A sense that the structure you relied on wasn't built by you. You say, "They made me feel alive." Or, "I don't know who I am without them." That's the core wound: outsourcing vitality. It was never their job to carry your unbuilt self. No one can carry that load forever. Once you see what role you assigned them: savior, anchor, future, certainty, you realize you weren't clinging to a person. You were clinging to the shelter they represented. Letting go begins not with forgetting them, but with reclaiming what you gave away. 3. The escape you didn't know you were making. Many attachments are built on escape. From loneliness, fear, uncertainty, unhealed wounds. You weren't running toward them. You were running from yourself. And anything built on escape will eventually become suffering. Because no one can permanently protect you from your own unresolved chaos. They may soothe it. They cannot solve it. So ask yourself, what pain was I avoiding? What part of myself did this attachment keep me from facing? This is where emotional liberation begins. 4. Voluntary confrontation with chaos. Letting go is not passive. It is not avoidance. It is a voluntary confrontation with the internal chaos you've ignored. Everyone has a dragon under the bed. Fear, rejection, abandonment, uncertainty, failure. If you don't face it willingly, it will eventually come for you. Going into the storm on your own terms is the foundation of inner strength. Feeling discomfort is not a failure. It is the door to resilience. When grief rises, when anger flares, when fear tightens your chest, don't run. Don't numb it. Don't distract yourself. Get curious. Ask, what is this emotion trying to show me? Which part of me is speaking? That curiosity is the beginning of sovereignty. The ability to feel deeply without being ruled by the feeling. Pain won't destroy you. Avoiding pain will. Because the monster grows in the dark. 5. The hierarchy of values. What you serve shapes you. One of the deepest roots of emotional dependency is a disordered internal value system. Most people unconsciously place comfort, approval, or emotional relief at the top. When comfort becomes the highest value, you sacrifice your integrity for ease. When approval is the highest value, you sacrifice your identity for acceptance. Comfort is meant to serve you, not rule you. Approval is a bonus, not a foundation. The highest values must be truth and responsibility. Truth forces you to face what is real, not what feels good. Responsibility forces you to become the author of your own life. Together, they anchor you when relationships shift, when uncertainty rises, when the world shakes. From truth comes clarity. From responsibility comes power. When these are at the top of your hierarchy, everything else falls into its proper place. Love becomes mutual, not dependent. Comfort becomes a gift, not a drug. Meaning becomes the compass through chaos. 6. Discipline, the physical form of your inner values. People believe identity is discovered. It isn't. Identity is built. Brick by brick. Choice by choice. Routine by routine. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is the architecture of the self. Every time you act according to your values instead of your impulses, you are telling your psyche, I can be trusted. Discipline rewires your emotional responses. It strengthens character. The internal structure that allows you to let go without collapsing. Without discipline, emotions drag you in every direction. With discipline, emotions inform you without controlling you. This is the difference between chaos and clarity. 7. Build a structured identity. A structured identity is not rigid. It is coherent. It means you know who you are independent of anyone else. You know what you stand for. You have principles that do not evaporate when someone leaves. Without this structure, relationships become lifelines. You cling to them out of fear, not love. But when you build a self anchored in values, meaning, routine, and purpose, you stop leaning on others for stability. You stand on your own ground. And you become someone who can love without losing yourself. Identity is not formed by inspiration. It is formed by action. Every honest word, every difficult boundary, every disciplined choice. These are the pieces of your soul come together. 8. You are not what happened to you. People often confuse identity with wound. But you are not your heartbreak. You are not your abandonment. You are not the roles you played to survive. You are the one who chooses what those experiences will mean. Letting go requires the courage to stop letting the past define you and start letting your values define you. This is maturity. This is inner freedom. 9. Service and purpose, the anchor beyond the self. A self built only around personal emotion is fragile. Meaning comes from contributing to something beyond you. Family, work, creativity, service, ideals. Purpose stabilizes the self. Service expands it. When your life is tied to something larger than your own pain, detachment becomes easier. Not because you feel less, but because you stand taller. Purpose tempers suffering. Service clarifies identity. This is how the soul becomes solid. Letting go is this. How do I become the kind of person who can feel everything and still stand strong? That's the difference. That's the level up. That's the moment you shift from surviving your emotions to leading them. Because listen, you weren't born to collapse. You weren't built to break. You were designed to rise. Letting go isn't the art of shutting down. It's the art of powering up. It's the moment you choose truth over fear, purpose over attachment, identity over dependency. You stop waiting for someone else to complete the picture, and you finally pick up the brush yourself. This is where sovereignty begins. This is where the inner throne becomes yours. This is where you stop being a passenger in your own life and start becoming the one who drives the damn vehicle. Feel deeply. Stand strong. Lead your life with both hands on the wheel. That is the art. That is the path. That is the rebirth. That is the moment everything changes because you change. And if you truly embrace that, then this right here, is the beginning of your emotional freedom, your inner fire, your unshakable self, the beginning of sovereignty over your inner world. Let's go.